Hello dear children, welcome back to our online classes. So as you all know that, this is the beginning of the second term of this academic year, and you know that we have started the first chapter from our second term syllabus, that is respiration in organisms. So we have discussed many things regarding this. So just let me recap something about that. What is respiration? Yes, we all know that we have learned the respiration, and we find the answer that why should we respire? Why do we respire? So why do all the organisms are respire? Because when we respire, the food gets breakdown and that releases energy. So to get the energy from the food, all the organisms respire. And what is this respiration? So this respiration, since it takes place in the cell of an organism, this is termed as cellular respiration, right? So what is this cellular respiration? So the cellular respiration, already yesterday I had given you the definition of this. So just tell me, what is cellular respiration? Yes, the process of breakdown of food in the cell with the release of energy, that is called cellular respiration. So here this cellular respiration takes place in all the organisms, but what happens, the difference is, in some organisms the respiration, this process takes place with the use of oxygen, and in some organisms the respiration takes place without oxygen. So depending on that, there are two types of respiration are there. So they are, which are those? Yes, one is aerobic respiration, and another one is anaerobic respiration. So these are the two types of respiration, and one point was left in the previous class, that the organisms which can respire aerobically, means here the respiration takes place with the help of or with the use of oxygen, and the organisms which breathe aerobically are called aerobes. Okay, the organisms which breathe aerobically, or in which the respiration takes place with the help of oxygen, those organisms are called aerobes. And here anaerobic respiration means, here the breakdown of food takes place without oxygen, that we call as anaerobic respiration, and the organisms are called anaerobes. Okay, this is what we have discussed in our previous class. So the types of respiration and the definition of respiration. So about this we have discussed in the previous class. Hope you have got that points and you remember that. And in our today's section we are going to discuss about breathing. Yes, so a very common phenomena which takes place throughout the life of every organism. So that is breathing. So now we can learn about breathing. What is breathing and what are the organs it includes, everything we will discuss in our today's class. So here, breathing. So just do one activity and make sure that an elder person should be there with you. So under the supervision of those elder people or any of your parents, you can do it. So just close your nostrils. Yes, nostrils, the holes through which we can take in air. Close your don't take much risk. So when you feel something uncomfortable, you just leave it. So by doing this, we come to know that one thing we come to know that we cannot live without breathing. So breathing is essential for all the organisms, right? So what is breathing? So now let me understand the term breathing. So breathing is the process of, so here breathing is, and you just take down the definition of this. Whatever I give on the board, you just note it down. Breathing is the process of taking in air rich in oxygen and giving out air rich in carbon dioxide. Rich in carbon dioxide. So this is what the breathing, and this is definition of breathing. Breathing is the process of taking in air rich in oxygen and giving out air rich in carbon dioxide. So this is called breathing. So here the process, when we breathe, we will take in the air which is rich in oxygen, and always usually what we say that we breathe in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. But actually the thing is, not only we breathe the oxygen, because atmosphere have many composition in it, means many the gases are there, and it is the composition of several gases. So with that, oxygen is also there, and the moisture is also there, and some other noble gases also there, and with that the oxygen composition is more, and when we giving out the air that is rich in the carbon dioxide, that is also having some quantity of the oxygen, but the exhaled air is rich in carbon dioxide, and the percentage wise we can discuss in the next classes. And this is the breathing mechanism, and this breathing involves two steps. So breathing involves two steps. One, what I said, the process of taking in air rich in oxygen, and this process in which we take in the air which is rich in oxygen, that is called inhalation. So here the two steps are there. The process of taking air rich in oxygen is called inhalation. Just note all the points. So here the process of taking in air rich in oxygen is called inhalation. And the one more step is there, that is the process of giving out air rich in carbon dioxide is called exhalation. Is called exhalation. So these are the two steps which are involved in the breathing mechanism. So the process of taking in air rich in oxygen is called inhalation. So this is one step. We take the air which is rich in oxygen. That is one step. Now first ಈ ಉಸಿರಾಡುವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುವಂತ ಗಾಳಿಯನ್ನ ಒಳಗಡೆ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ inhalation. And the next steps involved in it is the process of giving out air rich in carbon dioxide. So ನಾವು ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಉಸಿರನ್ನ ಒಳಗಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. So that air it is rich in carbon dioxide and that process is called exhalation. So in the breathing there are two steps. One is inhalation and another one is exhalation. So just note these points. And this breathing process it takes place throughout the lifetime of an organism. And we are not aware of that we are breathing. But this process takes place even when we are sleeping, even when we are sitting idle or whatever we do. So that all the times we breathe and this breathing process it takes place throughout our life. And this process takes place from birth to till the death of an organism. So this is the breathing and it is very important phenomena of our life. Okay, so this breathing is the process of taking air rich in oxygen and giving out air rich in carbon dioxide, and this involves two steps. The process of taking in air rich in oxygen, this step is called inhalation, and the next after inhaling the air we exhale it, means we give out the air. The process of giving out air rich in carbon dioxide is called exhalation. So this is about breathing. And see, this breathing, I said breathing is the taking air rich in oxygen and giving out the air which is rich in carbon dioxide. So do you think how many times we breathe in a minute? Anybody observe this? How many times we breathe? Everybody know that how many times our heart beats, right? So anybody counted that how many times we breathe in a minute? Yes. So here the process, so the what we call the number of time we breathe. Okay, how much time we breathe in a minute. The number of times a person breathes in a minute, that is termed as breathing rate. Okay, so we can calculate that also. So we are breathing means we should know how many times we are breathing in a minute and on an average. So this breathing rate can be defined as the number of times a person breathes in a minute. 1 minute ಗೆ one person ಎಷ್ಟು ಸತಿ breathe ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, that is what the breathing rate of that person. And so here this breathing rate it involves one breathe means, so we said that there are two steps are involved in it. One is inhalation and another one is exhalation. So here what we can say, one breathe means it is equal to one inhalation plus one exhalation. One inhalation and one exhalation make one breath. ಒಂದು ಸತಿ ಉಸಿರನ್ನ ಒಳಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಒಂದು ಸತಿ ಉಸಿರನ್ನ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಿಡೋದು, ಇದು ಎರಡು ಕೂಡಿ ಏನು ಒಂದು ಬ್ರೀತ್. One breath is equal to one inhalation plus one exhalation. So here the breathing rate is, how can we define it? So now write the definition for breathing rate. So the breathing rate is the number of times a person breathes Okay, now take it down and see. You might have observed that suppose for example when we are running too fast or when we do some works, so we breathe faster. So what happened to us that time? So whenever we run fast or when the you did the activity before when we started this chapter, we done activity for holding our breathe for a long time. So what happened after that? When we leave our nostrils, when we take the air, that time we took more amount of oxygen or we took a deep breath. Why it is happened so? So why we should not breathe as usual? After holding our nostrils, we took a deep breath. So why it is happens? So see, we all know that we require oxygen for the process of respiration. So with the help of this oxygen, the food is break down and it releases the energy. So we require energy. So for that it needs the oxygen. When we hold our nostrils, so that time the supply of oxygen was cut off. So after that, to fulfill that requirement of oxygen, we take the deep breath so that the oxygen will supply in the required amount. So that is the reason. And see, just we can do one activity. So we know that we breathe all the times throughout the life of an organism. So we breathe, but we do not aware really what we are breathing every time, but we do not aware about that. Suppose if we are doing some work, we will be aware of that. If we are writing, yes, we are writing, we aware about that. Or now I am teaching and I aware about that what I am teaching. And you are doing some work means you aware about that work. Yes, we are doing some work. But this breathing mechanism, it takes place continuously. But anybody aware about this? Yes, we are breathing like that. Anybody thinking? No. This process takes place continuously throughout our life, but we do not aware about that. But what happens when we do some exercises or when we run fast or when we lift something, that time according to the requirement of the energy, we require more amount of oxygen. So depending on the requirement, we take the more oxygen in. So to understand this, just you do an activity and it is given in your textbook also. Just open page number 110. Yes, it is there in this page number 110. So just table 10.1, changes in breathing rate under different conditions. So first column, name of the classmate. Now you are not in the school, so that you can take any of your family members and you just write their name here and do yourself also. And the next column is normal, when you are, just it is the breathing rate. And when you are in the normal condition, just write it down, means count how many times you breathe. And suppose if your family members, you just take the breathing rate of all the people or your friends, anybody you can take. So just normally, when they are normal, how many times they breathe. Suppose if your brother or sister, anybody are there. So normally for 1 minute, how many times they breathe, that you write here, and yourself also you write. And after a brisk walk for 10 minutes, so ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ 10 minutes ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಜೋರಾಗಿ ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದು ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, again 1 minute breathing rate ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಚೆಕ್ breathing rate and then write after brisk walk for 10 minutes and after running fast 100 minutes. 100 meters. 100 meters run ಮಾಡಿ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅವಾಗ again breathing rate you have to check and note it here. And then at rest. So after getting complete rest, again you just note down the breathing rate of each person. So by doing this activity, you will understand that So we breathe, the breathing rate will be varied. So variation will take place in the breathing rate. We do not breathe, the breathing rate will not be remains constant in all the situations, but it varies according to the requirement of the energy. So see what happen when we walk, when we take a brisk walk for 10 minutes. So that time the amount of energy which require or the demand of energy from the body is more, but the supply of oxygen is less. But that time what we do, we not only breathe faster, even we take the deep breath also. So when we take the deep breath, we obviously will get the more oxygen and it will releases more energy, so that we can get more energy to our body. And even the same thing what happens when we are run for 100 meters. So after running, again we started breathing faster and we started breathing deeply. This is because when we run and came, so that time the demand of energy from our body is more, but the supply of energy is less. That is why we breathe faster to get the more energy. When we breathe faster and when we breathe deeper, so that time the supply of oxygen increases, and when the supply of oxygen increases, it breaks down the food and releases the energy. So this is what it is takes place in every time. And also when we are at complete rest, so when we are completely rest, the need of energy is not required more. There is very less amount of energy is needed in that time when we are sleeping or when we are sitting. So that time there is no need of more energy, so that our body doesn't require the deep breath or fast breathing anything. Yes. So on an average, so if we take an average, a person breathes 15 to 18 times per minute. So this is the breathing rate of adult person. And if you see the child, the babies, so they breathe very faster. But this is the breathing rate of an adult person, that is 15 to 18 times per minute. And when we are breathing faster, so that time it may reaches up to 25 times per minute. So when we run or when we do heavy exercises and all, so that time the breathing rate will be 25 times, up to more than, it might be more than that also. So it will reaches around 25 times per minute. So this is what the breathing rate. And the breathing rate of an adult person is 15 to 18 times. You can check out your family members breathing rate and you just make a column and you can keep it also, okay, for the reference. And see, when we do the heavy exercises and all, or when we run fast, we feel hungry. When we sit idle, we are not feel that much hungry. But when we run fast or when we do some heavy works, when we lift something heavy objects, so we feel that hungry. So why do we feel like that? Can you find the answer for this? Yes. See what happened when we do the exercises or running or any works. So that time the breakdown of food takes place and that will be converted into energy, and to do that work or to do the exercises, all that energy is completely used up. So when the energy is completely used up, it will require some more energy, so that we feel hungry. Because when the food is completely used as the energy, again when it is the need of energy, so to get that energy we need food, so that we feel hungry. Okay, so this is what. And also one more instant, so that when we feel sleepy or drowsy, we usually yawn. ಅದ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅಥವಾ ನಾವೇನಾದ್ರು ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಂಪ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಆಕಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಆಕಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? ಸೊ ಆಕಳಿಸೋದಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಹೇಳಿ? ವಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅವರ್ ಮೌತ್ largely and then take a deep, means take more oxygen inside. So what happens sometimes, even when we tired also we usually yawn. So in that time what happen, our breathing rate becomes slower than the usual. ನಾವು ಯೂಶುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಬ್ರೀತ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತನೂ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಟೈಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಟಯರ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಸ್ಲೀಪಿ ಅನಿಸಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಬ್ರೀದಿಂಗ್ ರೇಟ್ ಸ್ಲೋಸ್ ಡೌನ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ದ ಯೂಶುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಬ್ರೀತ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಬ್ರೀತ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ದ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್. ಸೊ ಅವರ್ ಬಾಡಿ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್, ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಿ ಯಾನ್. ನಾವು ಯಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಮೌತನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, so that more oxygen will enter into the body. So that is happen in the breathing mechanism. Okay, so this is about breathing and breathing rate, and in the next class we can discuss about the mechanism of this breathing. So for this breathing many organs are there. We breathe through the respiratory organs. So what are those respiratory organs, and about this respiratory system we can discuss in the next class. Hope you understood this, and I will conclude with this. And even though if you have any queries regarding the breathing and this breathing rate, you just contact me and clarify your doubts. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.